good day. Hello, good day, and welcome to Excel for data analysis. Basics, tools, and essentials. So basically, we'll be treating a whole lot in this course. Let's journey together. So I am Peace Joshua-Owie, and I will be taking this course. So what would you learn from this course? Introduction to data analysis, types of data analysis, data analysis process, tools for data analysis, explanation of spreadsheets, workbooks, worksheets, ribbon, menu, and shortcuts. So let's start with the introduction of data. So what is data? What is data analysis in the first place? You probably must have heard of it, data analysis. What is data analysis? Data analysis is the process of collecting, organizing, interpreting, and presenting data to discover useful insights and support decision making. So that is data analysis. So what do businesses use data analysis for? Why data analysis? Businesses use data analysis to improve their performance, identify trends and patterns, to solve problems, and to also make informed decisions. So let's say, for instance, an example here, an online store analyzes customer purchase data to understand which products are selling the most and why. Based on the insights, they adjust their inventory and marketing strategy. So data analysis help you improve the performance, identify trends, help you solve a whole lot of problems, and help management in making the right decision. So in the world where data is the most vital thing there is, it's important we understand how to analyze it, how to process it, how to organize it, how to interpret it, and how to present it in an insightful manner for decision making, to help management in decision making. So the next we'll look at, what are the types of data? What are the types of data? Data can be broadly classified into two main types of data. We have quantitative data, which involves numbers, numerical numbers, and we have qualitative data, which include category, characteristics, the qualities. So for the first one, the quantitative data, examples are the sales figure. You can't for sales figure is always in numbers. Sales figure is always in numbers. Height is always in numbers. Weight is always in numbers. Income is always in numbers. Expense is always in numbers. So these are examples of quantitative data. Anything basically in numbers, data information that are basically in numbers, they are called quantitative data. And we have types of quantitative data. We have discrete quantitative data, and that's in whole numbers, number of employees. You can't say 2.5 employees. You can't say 3.5 employees. You can't say 6.5 employees. You have to say 5 employees, 10 employees, 3 employees, 20 employees, 100 employees. These are discrete quantitative data. They are measured in whole numbers. And we have continuous quantitative data, and these are measured measured in decimal places. So like the weight, the height, you can say he's 5.6 feet tall, he's 7.8 feet tall. You can't say, so basically that's it. Same thing with weight. So they are continuous in nature, and so because they are continuous in nature, they carry decimal. So they are called continuous quantitative data. Please do not forget that. And then the second type of data is called qualitative data. Like I said, the qualitative data are data that are described on characteristics or qualities. They are categorical in nature. So you can only describe them based on their characteristics and based on their quality. Examples are customer feedback, product category, color. So let me give an example. For the color, you can say yellow, blue, green. You can't say 3 color. You can't say the. If you are explaining the qualitative data, you have to say the color, the product category, the feedback, and those are part of the qualitative data. Okay, let's say we have phones. We sell Redmi phones, or we sell iPhones, and you in your store that you sell iPhones, you have 3 types of iPhone, and those 3 types of iPhone, let me say iPhone 13, iPhone 14, iPhone 15. The iPhone 13, iPhone 14, iPhone 15, they are called product category. They are called product category. Why? You cannot say, you can add the description of, oh, the iPhone 14, we have red, blue, green. So if your sales rep sells an iPhone 13, it has to include the color and the product type. iPhone 13, that's the product category. The color, which color did you sell? You can say I sold colored. He can say I sold colored, the blue color. So it helps you know which one specifically. So it's like it's describing the data, it's describing the information about the iPhone that was sold. So those are called qualitative data. And we have examples of qualitative data. We have nominal qualitative data, we have ordinal qualitative data. Nominal qualitative data are data that are categorized without a specific order. Let's say gender, male and female. You can't say after male is female. You can't say after female is male. So if you are using that as a category type, so you have to, there is no basis for maybe like a high, low, something. No, nothing of such. So the categories, they are not in any specific order. So you can either, if you are male, you can choose male. If you are female, you can choose female. So they are not exactly in a specific order. So the second one is ordinal qualitative data. So they are categorized with a specific order, e.g. satisfaction level, low, medium, high, e.g. high. You can use tall, taller, tallest, short, shorter, shortest. You can't say short, shortest, shorter. No. You can't use low, high, medium. You can't use high, medium, low. Okay, you can use high, medium, low. You can't use high, low, medium. So they are either categorized in ascending order or descending order. They have a specific order. They have a specific order. So those are the 2 types of qualitative data. And this, why I'm taking time to explain this, is because you will need it for data analysis. It's important to know the types of data that you need and how to use them. That's where to begin when you're journeying in data analysis. So what are the basic data analysis process. You have to understand what are the processes of data analysis. Data analysis seems like a big word, but when you understand the wordings, the process, it becomes apparently easy. So the first in the process is define the problem. What are you trying to solve? What is the problem you are trying to solve? So if you're able to understand the problem, okay, let me give an example. Let's say I'm starting a business and I'm trying to understand the nature of the business. I'm trying to understand the nature. That's a problem I'm trying to solve. And so what do? I'll need to have some data. I need to have some data to be able to understand the nature of the business I am going into. Otherwise, you can say you're selling goods and then you want to know, oh, why is there decline? For those who work maybe in seasonal, who work with goods that are seasonal, who sell goods that are seasonal. So let's say you are selling umbrella. We all know that umbrella is a seasonal product. It doesn't sell all the time, and it has a season where it sells. How did we know it had a season where it sells? And how do we know the right season to sell? That's because we have data. So over time, it has been studied and we know, oh, it is a rainy season that we sell this. It is dry season that we sell this. So that's what defining the problem. Another thing could be you want to identify, oh, the trend. What is the trend of sales? Let's say you don't know that, oh, umbrella is sold in season. Or let's say you sell any other thing. You want to know, okay, as I'm selling this thing, why is it declining? Last year I sold so much. This year, why am I selling less? That's a problem you're trying to solve. So you have to identify what question am I trying to answer. It is what will help you in understanding the kind of data you need to collect and the type of data you need to collect. That's true. So the second data analysis process is collect the data. So now you've understood that, oh, I want to dive into the sales per quarter. Okay, what data do you need to collect? What data do you think you need to collect? You can drop it in the comment section, but then I'll just go ahead. So what data do you need to collect? You can collect for sales decline, inventory. You can collect the sales data. Okay, how the product, which product sold more and why did it sell more? What happened? Why did it sell more? Why did it decline? Is it that people like that more, like the product more? So there are a lot of questions to answer, and that will include, like I earlier said, getting sales data, getting customer feedback. Did customer suddenly shift? Is there another product? Is it that the product is not functional? Is it that they are not satisfied with the product, or maybe the customer service? So why has sales declined? So you need to collect this data to be able to understand what's the website traffic. Are people going to the websites? Is it because there's no more adverts? Is it because so all this, to be able to define the problem, to be able to understand the problem, you need to collect data. The third one is you need to clean and prepare the data. You need to clean and prepare the data. And you've collected the data of the sales. You need to remove duplicates, fix the errors, handle missing data in situations where the data are missing. Some informations were not collected, or they did not collect complete information. You need to clean it. You need to clean the data. So that's the third stage. For example, you remove empty cells, situations where the data you collected, they are bulky and then they are not properly arranged. You arrange them well, you align them well. That's where Excel come in. You align them well, you present them well, for you to be able to use them. And then the fourth of it is you analyze the data. You analyze the data. You analyze the data. Use statistical and analytical methods to find the patterns and insights. And then find out if certain product category have low sales and why they have low sales. So you analyze the data, you find patterns with statistical and analytical method to find trends. And then the last of it, which is the fifth one, is you interpret and present the result. You summarize the findings and create visualization, the charts and the graph to communicate insights. So you can create a sales performance report with a key takeaway. Oh, this is it. Oh, this is how it went. Okay, this is the summary of everything, of all the data. This is what it means. It means that, oh, the sales declined because of this. It means that the sales went up because of this, like that. So that's interpreting and presenting the result in an easy way to understand. So we'll go to the next one. What are the common tools for data analysis? What are the common tools for data analysis? How do we analyze the data? How do we analyze? How do we analyze the data? There are common tools for data analysis. We have Microsoft Excel, we have Google Sheets, we have SQL, we have Python, and we have Power BI. There's one I didn't include here, and that's Tableau. So Tableau is used for visualization as well, so it's one of the tools as well. So but these are the commonly used tools: Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, SQL. Maybe you've heard of SQL or you've seen SQL before. The full meaning is called structured query language. We have Python, we have Power BI. What are the purposes of these tools? So the purpose of Microsoft Excel is for data entry, basic analysis, and visualization. So what is the purpose? What's an example of that you can use Microsoft Excel for? You can use it to create pivot tables, charts, and reports. Then Google Sheets is similar to Excel. It's a cloud-based spreadsheet. Example of it, you can use it for collaborative analysis and real-time updates. If you want to work with someone and both of you are working on the same sheet, you can use Google Sheets. Microsoft Excel apparently does well too in that, but it's not as compared to Google Sheets. So for SQL is used for managing and querying database. Is used for managing and querying database, like I said. So example of it is for extracting customer data from a database. So when the data is very large, let me use the numbers of people that use Google. You can't say they are 100, you can't say they are 500. They are in millions. So how do you know the numbers of people who go to a certain link, who go on YouTube through Google? That's where SQL comes in. How do you know what people like on Facebook? How do they know what people like on Facebook? How do Facebook know what you like? So anytime you go on Facebook, they'll put it up for you. Anytime you go on YouTube, they'll put a video that you've watched once or twice. You always see it in your feed. Anytime you go on TikTok uses a different algorithm, but Facebook, LinkedIn, so they use the algorithm they use in those. It's your data, the data that you have entered. So what you like, your taste, what you enjoy. So that's what they use in sending you information. So sometimes you see, oh, you were talking about bed earlier, you had searched information on Google concerning furniture, and then the next thing you see on Facebook, you start seeing furnitures. Next thing you see on YouTube, you start seeing designs, architectural designs, or you start seeing things relating to what you have searched on Google. So it's because they use SQL, structured query language, to extract customers' data from a database and evaluate it. So SQL basically deal with large numbers of data that Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets cannot handle. So Microsoft Excel is limited to about 10,000 or so, or SQL is unlimited. So even if there are billions of people, billions of data, SQL can handle it. So we have Python. So Python is a programming language for complex analysis. And automation. You use Python for automation. You want to automate something, it's a fast way to automate. So what do you use it for? For data cleaning, statistical analysis. We have Power BI as well. Power BI is used for data visualization and business intelligence. It's used for visualization and business intelligence. So that's what Power BI for. And what are the examples? Like I said, it's used for creating dashboard and sales trend. That's what Power BI, one thing that you use Power BI for. So let's go to spreadsheets. Introduction to spreadsheets. What's a spreadsheet? A spreadsheet is a digital tool used to organize, calculate, and analyze data in a structured grid format of rows and columns. So a spreadsheet is a digital tool used to organize, calculate, and analyze data in a structured grid format of rows and columns. So why spreadsheets? Why use a spreadsheet? Spreadsheets make it easy to organize data, like the sales record, like the budget. So you use spreadsheets for that. So it's also easy to perform calculations automatically because it has a lot of functions, has a lot of formulas, so it's easy to perform calculations. And also it's used to analyze data and identify trends. So you want to identify the pattern, you want to identify the trend, the set of people that like what, why they like what are the patterns, what are their patterns, how often do they come online. So these are some of the things that social media does. So they collect data and they use data to make informed decisions that would benefit them. So after analyzing the data, apart from analyzing data, you can also use spreadsheets to create charts and tables to present data visually. So where can you use spreadsheets? You can use spreadsheets for business, you can use spreadsheet for education, you can use spreadsheet for personal use. So for business, you can for financial reporting, inventory tracking, lease management or asset management. For accounting, there are a lot of things that you use it for. You use a spreadsheet for. Then for education, grade sheets. For those who work in the school settings, you can use it to ascertain the grades of students, their attendance tracking. You can use to track attendance. Also, you can use to track attendance of the employees in an organization. So for the personal use, you can use it for budget planning. You can use to plan your budget per month, your to-do list, what you want to do in a day. What am I going to do today? How am I going to do it? These are some of the things you use spreadsheet for. So here we have come to one of the major things we'll be covering in this course, and that's Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel is a type of spreadsheet. Is one of the most popular spreadsheet program. Is one of the most popular spreadsheet program. It allows you to create, edit, and analyze data using built-in tools. So that's it. So it allows to analyze data. It allows for automation because it has a lot of built-in tools. So why is Excel popular? It's a user-friendly interface. It can handle large amounts of data. It provides powerful analysis tools. So it's compatible with a lot of other Microsoft Office products. The company that's in charge of this program called Excel is called Microsoft, and they have other products. So it's not just Excel that they have as a program or a product. They have PowerPoint, they have Notes, they have Outlook. So they have they have Word, Microsoft Word. So they have a whole lot. Microsoft Form, they have a whole lot of programs, that digital product that they sell. So Microsoft is just one of them. So Microsoft is a spreadsheet because it is organized into rows and columns, and that's where we'll be diving into shortly. So let's go there. So this is a spreadsheet. So can you see my screen? Kindly signify if you can see my screen. Okay, I'll try to increase the footage. I'll share the document so you just don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I'll dive straight right in. Okay, apologies for the network, but okay, I can see it's blurry, it's not bright. Apologies for that. So Okay, thank you. So it means it's good. Can you see my screen? Is it bright or is it still blurry? Okay, thank you. I just saw yes we can. So I'll just continue from there. So the Excel screen. So what is Excel? Like I earlier said, Excel is a Microsoft program. Is one of the digital products of Microsoft, and it is a type of spreadsheet. Why is it a spreadsheet? Because it has rows and column. It has cells. So that's why it's a spreadsheet. It's organized. It's an organized format, and that's why it's called a spreadsheet. What are rows, if you ask me? This A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and on, they are called rows. You can see all of them down, they are all rows. So row A, row B, row C, row D, row E, row F, row G, row H, row I, they are all called rows. Sorry, they are all called column. Sorry. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, they are called column. While 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are called rows. So to know the row that you are, the cell that you are, you see B. The column comes first and then the row comes next. So B is a column, 1 is a row. So if I click here, what's the name of this cell? It's called C1. If I click here, what's the name of this cell? It's called H8. Why? Because the column is H and the row is 8. If I click here, what's the name of this cell? It's called J4. It's also here, J4. So J and 4 is called the name of the cell. So what is a cell? A cell is the smallest unit in a spreadsheet. The smallest unit in a spreadsheet. This small box is called a cell. This small box is called a cell. So the next thing I want to look at shortly is, what is a workbook? What's a workbook? What is a workbook? So a workbook is a file that contains one or more sheets. This is a workbook. You can see book 1 up here. Book 1. Are you seeing it? Book 1 up here. That's a workbook. This is a workbook. And a workbook is a file. And the file contains one or more sheets. What are sheets? That will lead us to the next one. Sheet is a single page within a workbook. So I'll show you what a sheet is. So this is a sheet. That's a sheet. See where I'm clicking here? Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. So sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. These are worksheets. So sheet is a page in a workbook. Sheet 2 is a page inside the same workbook. Sheet 3 is a page inside the same workbook. Sheet 4 is a page inside the same workbook. They are all pages inside the same workbook. So if I save this, it will automatically be saved, and everything, both sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, will be inside the file workbook that I've saved. So that is a file, that is a workbook. So a workbook can also be named a file. You can call it a file. You get it? A workbook is a type of a file. So then we have, like I earlier said, a cell is the smallest unit in a sheet. I already explained cell earlier, where you can enter data. So it's the smallest unit, that small box inside the Excel worksheet is called a cell. And then the cell, I already explained rows and column. The rows, they are horizontal line of numbers, 1, 2, 3, they are named 1, 2, 3, on and on and on and on. And then the column, they are vertical line of cells, they are labeled in A, B, C. The one on the top is called the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, on and on, is called column. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, on and on, that's a row. And we have a formula bar. So a formula bar is an area where you enter formula. So I'll show you a formula bar so you see what I'm saying. So this is a formula bar. You can see where my arrow is, equals to A1, are you seeing it, plus A2. So this place is called a formula bar. Fx, you see Fx is called a formula bar. It's where you enter formulas and functions. So this is called a formula bar. It's where you can also edit anything that is within a cell. Are you seeing a 0? It has turned to 0. Can I edit it directly? Of course I can. That is if I have to double click. But if I don't want to double click, I can just go there and edit it here in the formula bar. So everything that you can put relating to numbers that was made in formulas and functions, you can always go to the formula bar to edit them. So that's a formula bar. So the next one is a ribbon. Ribbon, what's a ribbon? Ribbon is this toolkit at the top of Excel with options for formatting and data manipulation. So I'll show you the ribbon. So can you see my screen? Okay, these top are called formula bar, ribbon. So we have the home ribbon. These are called ribbons. Individually, they are called ribbons. Get it? So they are called ribbons. And then that ribbon is not just being a ribbon. I'll explain further the ribbon option, but for now I will just go to the next one. So I've defined workbook, and I said a workbook is a folder and a worksheet. So you can create Excel file. So how do you create Excel file? I didn't explain this, so I'll just tell you how to create an Excel file. So we'll go back, and then so this is it. When you click on file, you will be able to save. You will be able to click new form. These are formula tutorials for your, you might need it, so just to keep give you hands-on on some formulas relating to Excel. So this is it. There's even Python in Excel, how to use it, and some other things. So when you get Excel, please try your hands on these things and view them. They come with Excel when you buy the subscription. So this is how to save. Save as, save. So open new workbook. You open a blank workbook. Let's say this. You open a blank workbook. So this is it. So when you open Excel, it will take you to a blank workbook. So but we are still here, and then I would continue. So I've also explained Worksheets is made of rows and column, and you can rename it, you can delete it, you can multiply it. Multiplying it was exactly what I did, clicking the add button, and then it gave me sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4 and sheet 5. You can rename it, you can change the name. So I'll just change the name so that you see what I'm saying. So to change the name, I'll change the name so you see what I'm saying. Let's say I name this income. I name this expense. Are you seeing it? So I can rename it, I can name it, I can even add color. Look at the tab for color. I can make it blue. Are you seeing it? Once I remove my click from there, it turns blue. I can make the color, let's say green. Are you seeing it? Once I remove my tab, it becomes green. So I can delete it. So how do I delete it? Once I get there, once I click on the income, then I delete. That's it. I right click and then I delete it. Can't delete it. Yes. So do you want to permanently delete? Yes. Continue. Do I want to permanently delete? Yes. Continue. I can also hide it. You can see options here for on what you want to do with the spreadsheet. So that's it. So what are menus? What are menu? Menu are lists. They are, of course, just like we know, a list of items that you need, or list of items that are required, or list of food. So in similar manner, so menu are lists. Menu are located at the top of the top of the Excel. It provides access to various Excel functions at the top left of the Excel. So that's where you see file, income. All of them are called what? Menu. So what do you use the menu to do? For file, you use to open, save, print, and export file. What do you use the home to do? For formatting, basic alignment. Okay. What do you use the home to do? For formatting, alignment, and basic functions. What about insert? To insert tables, charts, images, shape. What about the page layouts? To adjust margins, orientations, and prints. Settings. The formulas to access and insert formulas and functions. The data to sort, filter, and manage data. The review. So I'll just go to Excel and show you how they are. Okay, so this at the top together they are called menu. There are ribbons individually, so to get like together with themselves like this. This home has all these features on it, so it is called a ribbon. So the insert also have these features on it. Insert has these features on it. Then the page layout. So I'll just mention some of the things that we use them individually to do. So for the file, you can see you can create a new workbook like this. You can open a workbook. You can get information. You can save the document. You can save as Adobe PDF. You can print. You can share. You can share as a link. You can export. And then there are options if you want to really work on the edits, like the things that are inside the home, insert, page layout, formula, all this in the ribbons. If you want to work on the things, if you want to select the things that you want to be in the ribbons, these are where you select it under the Excel options. And the Excel options can be found when you click the file and then you go to the options below. So the home tab, I'll explain what a tab is. Okay, let me just explain what a tab is before I come back to this, so you understand anytime I mention a tab. So that's what will take us to ribbon. So a ribbon is a toolbar at the top of the Excel window that contains icons and commands for different tasks. Okay, so a ribbon is a toolbar at the top of the Excel window that contains icon and command for different tasks. So the home, insert, page layout, they are called tab. Individually they are called tab. Together they are called a ribbon. So they are called tab. So because tab is divided into tab, group, and command. So I'll show you that. So if you see my home, as I clicked on my home, everything here showed up. So everything that you are seeing here, they are called, this is called home tab. That is called home tab. So the next we'll look at is a group. What is a group? What is a group? A group are related commands within a tab, like fonts, alignments, numbers. I'll show you that as well. So these are group. Are you seeing it? Clipboard, font, alignment, number, style, cell, editing, add-ins, Acro, Adobe Acrobat. So all these that you're seeing at the bottom, clipboard, fonts, alignments, number, they are called group. Sections at the top are called ribbons. All of them put together are called ribbons, and the ribbon is made up of tab, groups, and command. So we have home tab, insert tab, page layout, view tab, review tab, power pivot. I added that on my own. Then it's also a tab. Then we have groups. Like I said, are those they are under tab. We have fonts, alignments, numbers, they are called groups. And we have command, they are specific to inside the group. Specific to inside the group, they are called commands. So just to continue, I would like you to share the link with others so other people can benefit. Kindly share the link, and subscribe and like if you find this video valuable. So we'll continue from where we stopped, and so I will be taking us through in the Excel before I get to the keyboard shortcut, so you know what it's important and why you are doing the shortcut. So it will explain everything that is here, as well as make us understand everything that is in the ribbon as well. So we'll dive straight right in back into the Excel. So for the home, we have bold under the font, home tab, font, group, and bold command. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I click here, insert, pivot table is what? What is pivot table? What do you think is pivot table? You can drop your answer in the comment section. Well, for the sake of time, I will just answer that. So tables, this table, illustration, control, charts, sparklight, filter, links, comments, and symbols, they are all called groups. Pivot table, recommended pivot table, table forms, picture, shapes, icon, 3D model, smart art, screenshots, checkbox, recommended charts, and all the types of charts, they are all called command. So if you go to the page layout, you see other groups, themes, page setup is a group, scale to fit is a group, sheet option is a group, arrange is a group, and themes, color, font, effect, margin, orientation, size, print area, break, background, print title, width, all these are called command. So don't forget, in the home ribbon, we have in the home tab we have a group, and we have a command. So the group, I will drop it in the general group. I want you to tell me the command and the group inside formula. I didn't read that, so I expect you to tell me. So which one is the you can name the you can see my screen, so give me one example of the group that you see here. So I want to see that in the comment section. Who is answering that? So what's an example? Give me an example of a command. So who is answering that for me? Okay, so I will just answer that myself. So we have function library, Python preview, define names, formula, auditing, and calculations. They are called groups. And insert functions, auto sum, recently used, financials, logical, text, date and time, lookup and reference, math, and trig, trigonometry, and more functions, they are called command. So that's that for that. And so we'll be looking at shortcuts. What are shortcuts? Shortcuts are used instead of looking for the function directly. Say, oh, page layout, what's in page layout? Okay, where can I get, where can I remove the grid from my Excel sheet? How can I copy my Excel sheet? How can I select everything in my Excel sheet? So how can I select all the column? How can I select all the row? How can I select all the page, all the sheets? So if you can't find it, if you don't know how to do it, that's where shortcuts comes in. It's a faster way to do it without having to double think. So like I can just Control C, that's copy, Control V, that's paste. So Control space, that's select a column. Control E, Shift space, that select a row. Then Shift Control space, that selects the whole sheet. So these are examples of keyboard shortcuts. These are examples of keyboard shortcuts, and so that's what keyboard shortcuts are used for. And that's the last thing we'll be treating in this course, keyboard shortcuts. So Control N is used to create a new workbook, Control O to open an existing workbook, Control S to save the workbook, Control P to print the workbook, Control Z to undo the last action. So let's say I did what I wasn't supposed to do in the Excel sheets. I copied and I was not supposed to copy. I didn't want to copy. I want to undo the last action. Control Z will help you reverse the last action. So the next thing is, okay, Control Y. You did something and then you want to do it again. Control Y will help you do it again. I've mentioned Control C will help you is for copy. Control V is for paste. Control X is for cut. You want to cut something, you want to remove it. And then Control B is for bold. Control I is to italicize text. Control U is to underline the text. Control A is to select all data. Control F is to find the data. Control H is to find and replace. Control plus arrow key is to move to the edge of the data region. Then Control space bar, like I earlier said, is to select an entire column. Then Shift space bar is to select an entire row. So there is one other thing I want to tell us, though it's not in this note, but I just want to show us for those who don't really know how to use Excel. So I'm sharing this information because there are some people among us who really don't know how to use Excel, and then they are wondering, what is this? So this information is for you. So if I click on a cell, you see a green, something green around the box, a green underline around the box, or a green grid line around the box. So that's to show you that I'm selecting a box, and the name of the box is I5. Like I said, we mentioned the column first and then the row next. But notice something, my mouse tends to change around the box. Once my mouse is like this, like the sign of a cross, it means I want to highlight. Are you seeing it? It means I'm highlighting it with other cells, highlighting it with other columns, highlighting it with other things. Are you getting it? This plus, this cross sign means I want to highlight. Notice another thing. You will see this cross cross, like the cross of, okay, like a wounding cross, line, a cross with arrows at the edge, at the edges. So this is I want to move. Notice, I want to move. Once you see this plus, it means you want to move. Are you seeing it? Okay, let me just write something there on the 5,000. Are you seeing it? So it means I want to, if I do this, it means I'm selecting all these cells. You get it? Then if I raise my mouse a little up, I'll see the cross sign. It means I want to move this cell to another cell. Are you seeing it? So instead of being in the previous cell that it was, let's say it was in J5, because of this cross sign and I dragged it, I can now move it from J5 to F5. I can as well move it again to D1. So the cross sign is used for movement. The plus sign, like a cross, a plus sign, is used for highlights. And notice another thing, then there's a rabbit sign, a black plus at the edge of, as I select the edge of the cell, can you see a plus black sign? A small plus black sign is used to copy or transfer the information in this cell into other cells. Are you seeing it? It automatically copied everything in this first cell into every other cells that have highlighted. 5,000. That's what this plus is used for. Are you seeing it? Plus. So you can unselect it by dragging it up. So like I earlier said, this box plus is used for highlighting, highlighting areas in Excel. This plus with arrows on the edges is used to move a cell or move group of cells. Then this rabbit plus, black tiny plus at the edge of the at the end portion of this cell is used to copy. We can either copy format or we can copy the same thing. Are you seeing it? So I'm copying the same thing. So this is the option I'll press. Okay, what am I copying? Am I copying the cell? Automatically it has copied the cell. That's why you can see that this place is already highlighted. So it's copied the cell. I can fill the series. I can fill formatting. I can fill without formatting. I can also flash fill. So flash fill would have been one of our course, but I'm just taking it just in case we don't have to go back to it again. So this is what flash fill means. So flash fill is also a copy type of filling a particular cell into another cell. So let's say, what do they call it? You have January, February, March, April. So it will just fill it up for you. So if you click January, February, it will just tell you, it will just continue March, April, May, June, July. So let me try it for you so you see. January, February, are you seeing it? March, April, May, June. So this is called flash fill. So it's filling up the lines for you according to the series that you have started with. So if you click a certain series, a certain popular series, it will just fill it up for you. It will fill it up for you. So if you click 2025, it will just it has identified as a year, it will just fill it up for you. So but you can change the options to just say, okay, just copy only cell. it will just copy only February, just flash fill. So you just copy series, it will just change it to this. So that will be that for that. So I want you to familiarize yourself with this, with what we have talked about today. I don't want to fill us with a whole lot of information, because I want us to gradually understand it. I want us to really understand what Excel is all about. I want us to really understand. So I will end here today. So my assignment to you is that I want you to tell me the command, the group, and the tab. First of all, mention tabs for me. I want to see who is really attentive to what I'm saying. So you can tell me. I'll drop it in the group chat, the assignment on the group chat. So what I expect of you is, tell me the command and the group that are inside insert tab. Tell me the groups and the command that are inside Excel, inside insert tab. That I'll open the group, so you don't have to worry. So after this training, I will open the group so everyone can participate in the training, and so that those who are not online at the moment can always come back, rewatch, and also participate. So that will be all for today's lesson. So I'll urge you, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. So that will bring us back to the end of our today's lesson, and it's nice having you, and I trust you enjoy the class.